I've always been into alternative healing, yeah, and herbs, although alternative healing. Now, we must replace that. We must all stand firm, Chantel, that we are traditional. We have been around. China still uses it. India still uses it. Most countries still use herbology as their traditional medicine because we were here first. Sorry. We've got thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years. Chinese medicine goes back 5,000 years. Uh-oh. Ayurvedic at least the same. So we've had so much time on the planet. Allopathy's a new kid on the block. It's alternative. It's radical. It should only be used when you can't find remedy any other way. Then you're going to need a surgeon. If you can't fix yourself here, you're in trouble. And you're going to need a surgeon or something to help you, because if we can't get you, you're in trouble. If you're studying alternative approaches, then you're studying the AMA, and it's time to let them go. You know, the problem is that we have settled into thinking that the AMA is some type of traditional medicine and that we're something alternative. That's a slap in the face, and I'd like to slap their face back. Medical doctors are alternative. Medical thinking is alternative because it's the most bizarre, it's the most dangerous, it's the most killing of all modalities. When you enter the AMA, you better know what you're doing. And a lot of people just enter that and thinking it's mainstream. It's not mainstream, it's alternative. They are the ones that uses the tricks. They're the one that uses acid on top of acid. They're the ones that don't understand at all what systemic acidosis, the lymph system, the kidneys, and all that is all about. They don't understand that. And it's not negative on them, they just weren't taught that. And so, and a lot of them didn't learn that. Now, there's a lot of great medical doctors that are learning how to, I'm good friends. And they're doing holistic clinics. They're helping people in that way. They're not doing the old practices that some of these medical doctors are still doing. Insanity stuff. So, first of all, we are traditional. We're God. We've been around. We created. We're here. We are traditional medicine, or traditional healing, or traditional health. Not allopathy. That's alternative. And we need to get these things right. All these tricksters uses verbiage to trick you, and you have to always be aware. I always listen to every single word and how they say it, because if you're watching and the mind isn't listening, or the mind is okay, it's already trained in grooves to hear what it is, but when you pull away from the mind and you're listening, you will hear it. You'll hear exactly the truth of it all, and it's all there. The alternative stuff, which is allopathic, that's alternative. That's radical. Pharmaceuticals are radical. Anybody thinks pharmaceuticals is the norm has definitely been smoking something in the back, and probably not natural weed, probably a pharmaceutical. I mean, that's the problem. You medical doctors are alternative, not us. We've been around since the dawn of time, if you hadn't noticed. So, we have to get things straight so people know what's alternative and what's not. You know, when these people say, oh, you want to go the alternative way, it grinds my grits. Because we're not alternative. This is the play and the dance on words that our elite intellectuals are playing. We are no more alternative than the sun coming up. We're no more alternative than the herbs growing in the ground for how many years? Tens of thousands of years. Excuse me. Herbs have been used by the Homo sapien for, and animals by, tens of thousands of years. We have recorded history beyond 5,000 years, but you already know what's up. So when a killing machine like the allopathic community says we're alternative, stand strong for the fact that we're traditional. They're not traditional. Are you kidding? We were here way before they were. So we're traditional, and I don't want to use the word medicine, but we were traditional health, traditional healing. This is not alternative at all. And it's just a play on words that they use. Remember who's packing these things, the world bankers. So they're going to use words, and listen to every word and how it's used. Each and every one of us are a little responsible for allowing these jokers to get out of control, because we never raised our consciousness up. We never took the time to question. We just fell in and everything, whatever you say. That was the same thing with the president. Whatever you say, sir.